John Laurinaitis, from Vince McMahon's number one bitch to a key part in the downfall of Vince McMahon, not just Vince McMahon, but potentially WWE itself. And John Laurinaitis isn't doing this out of goodwill. He's doing this to get himself out of trouble. So, no, I don't want to see anyone giving praise to Johnny Ace, because Johnny Ace is just as involved in this bullshit as Vince and Brock. And he is doing everything in his power to get out of trouble. Now, the last video covering John Laurinaitis, he confirmed without confirming that all of these allegations were true. Because why would someone innocent say, he made me do it? Someone innocent would say, this never happened. So there's definitely a lot of truth to these allegations, but something a little bit more serious came up yesterday. Ashley Massaro. Now, I don't know too much about her. I know she was in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, which was the first time I saw her. It might have been 2007 as well. And that's pretty much all I know. And I know that she ended her life a few years ago. And I didn't know that there was allegations of sexual assault. I heard little bits here and there, but I never really dug into it. And it turns out some stuff may have happened, because John Laurinaitis has come out and said that the allegations that she made, that I didn't hear about, WWE knew about, and he kept quiet. And I did a little bit of digging. Apparently, when they was on a tour in an army base, a military doctor took advantage of her. And this is what led to the suicide, apparently. So, allegations from a woman that's alive is one thing. But this is a bit more serious. And it's hard. It's hard. As a fan of WWE, it's hard to talk about these things, because yes, there are more serious things in the world. But as a fan, we could watch our favourite company go down for this. Because Vince is a piece of shit. Because Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis are perverted pieces of shit that can't fucking leave fucking a woman alone. Now, I don't know how hard it is, okay? If a woman says no, now I'm not coming on here virtue signalling, alright? I'm not. But if a woman says no, it's a fucking no, man. Well, what's so fucking hard about that? Huh? And because of that, WWE might go under. No more. Professional wrestling, dead. No one's going to fucking go over to AEW. It's a shit show over there. No one's going to go over to TNA because the president who was running things and everyone loved has just been fired. No one's going to go and watch New Japan. No one's going to go and watch AAA. Professional wrestling in a mainstream, if WWE dies, will die. Okay? So I want everyone to think about that for a minute. But onto these allegations. I've covered most of it, but yeah, if these are true, if these things are true, man, these people are fucked. These people are sick in the fucking head, and I don't understand why they can't just be normal fucking people. Why? I don't fucking get it. What turns these people on about a fucking woman that doesn't want it? Huh? It's fucking stupid. Well, John Laurinaitis he's trying to get himself out of trouble. He's trying to expose some things to make himself look like the hero. And it's not going to work. Johnny's going down with Vince. And potentially, even more so now, WWE. And shit's serious. It's very, very fucking serious right now. And yeah, WWE is under a microscope from every single media outlet in the fucking world. A microscope. Any more shit, they're fucking done. I'm telling you. WWE as we know it, gone. We want Cody. Cody won't be fucking wrestling. He'll be over in fucking... It won't even be in AEW though. AEW won't take him back. I don't think he'd go back to AEW either. He'd be in fucking TNA. Who the fuck wants to watch TNA? Not me. No, I'm probably making all this, the allegations part sound a bit fucking, not as important, but the allegations and the suicide and all that stuff, while saddens me, doesn't necessarily concern me as a fan of professional wrestling. Or you either. So I don't want to see people going, we want justice. Because it's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with me. I'm covering this because it's my job. But I don't want to see people virtue signaling and saying, we want justice. Vince McMahon is bad. Because what are you going to do, really? What is anyone else? What are we going to do? Nothing. What we need to be focused on is what's going to fucking happen to WWE. That's what we need to be focused on right now. We will talk more when more information comes out about this lawsuit and the federal investigation that's apparent with Vince McMahon. Now, Tony Khan. Tony Khan is a fucking moron. Clearly, he's not as bad as Vince McMahon, but he's a fucking idiot. His huge announcement was AEW Dynamite will take place in the TD Garden in Boston, and it will be called Big Business. Now, I understand why you want to name shows for CM Punk return or debut or whatever, but for Sasha Banks? For Sasha Banks? Really? She's nowhere near as important, nowhere near as big a star as CM Punk. And you're making a whole fucking show for her. Why? Why? Why even sign her to begin with? She's not going to increase the ratings. She's not going to increase the ticket sales. It ain't going to happen. Tony, you need to focus on who you've got right now and focus on making them interesting. Focus on making them must see, must watch, which they are not. Nobody in AEW is must see and must watch right now. Swerve's getting popular, sure. But does he improve the ratings? Does he improve the sales? No. No, he doesn't. Because while Swerve is doing okay, good things, everything else is a shit show. Absolute shit show. And if AEW could capitalise on all of this stuff right now, right, and attempt, and I say attempt very lightly, to overtake WWE or to combat them. And the best that Tony Khan can give us is a CMLL invasion. Not even an invasion. Why? Why, Tony? You are the shittest booker, promoter in the history of professional wrestling. And AEW could probably be fucking gone before WWE at this rate. And WWE is in a real fucking shit situation. It isn't the company's fault, excuse me. It isn't the company's fault is the fault of Vince and John Laurinaitis and a few people in the management positions. But the company as a whole, the wrestlers, the management who weren't involved, the producers, everyone backstage are going to suffer because Vince McMahon is an absolute piece of shit. And that's all I've got to say about that. But a couple of other things to get into before we get off. The Rock versus Roman tonight. There's the press conference, and WWE on their website said that Cody Rhodes refused to face Roman and The Rock stepped up. Now, my opinion, I'm not listening to Dave Meltzer, don't worry. My opinion is that we are being worked, and something's going to happen tonight where Cody Rhodes is going to challenge Roman Reigns. But we will see. We will see what happens. And as I mentioned earlier, the head of TNA, Scott D'Amore, has been fired. Why? I don't know. It's very sudden. It's very strange. We might see some allegations come out against him. I don't know. But he was loved by the talent, the fans, everyone in TNA, especially Giselle Shaw. But that's not what I'm covering right now. Something's going on in TNA, something's going on with Scott D'Amore. No one knows what yet. I'm sure we'll find out at some point over the next week. Now, guys, let me know what you think about this Ashley Massaro stuff with Vince and the military doctor and Laurinaitis. Do you think it's true? Do you think it's true? Do you think John Laurinaitis is just trying to get out of trouble, trying to make things up? Or it is true and he's just trying to make himself look like a hero, which he isn't? And do you think Sasha Banks is going to change anything in AEW? She isn't. She isn't going to change a thing. They could have John Cena and be the same. Because no one cares. No one cares about AEW. Like, subscribe, follow me on X at TheCrossman25. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.